I
pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
I went right there for a second. That's not good.
Hey, no correspondence?
Oh, where
Yeah, I have it.
Oh, I was this way.
Good morning. It is Tuesday, October 29th, 2024. And Commissioner Adler is not with us today, so it's just Commissioner Hinkle and myself. Our first agenda item is board minutes for October 22nd, 2024.
I move to accept the board minutes.
I will second it. Is there any public comment? Being none, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Our next agenda item is correspondence, and we have, our first email is from Beaverhead Deer Lodge Working Group. It is a letter to the commissioners inviting us to sit in on upcoming meetings of the Beaverhead Deer Lodge Working Group. And the members include county commissioners from Beaverhead, Jefferson, Madison, and Powell. Butte Silverbow is represented by the superintendent of their Basin Creek Water Treatment Facility. And their next meeting is on November 6th, and it can be the option of Zoom, which allows us to be able to attend virtually.
Yeah, I talked to that person, and I told her I was gonna retire, so I wouldn't be around, so. I told her it'd be up to you guys. If they wanted somebody to go and speak for them, for you guys, I might do that. But I would have to be compensated for travel and stuff like that.
Oh, you mean after you
After,
retire?
yeah. It's up to you.
Yeah. Okay. So, their next meeting is via Zoom. So probably, I'll go ahead and read this over and then probably get on Zoom on November 6th and kind of listen to it. And then if that's something that maybe you feel that would be good for Granite County for you to maybe follow through, I don't see any problem with that, where you would need to be compensated naturally for going to the meetings. And that's something that possibly, I think we can put it on the agenda maybe to discuss this when Scott returns, if you want.
Yeah, that or when I'm gone.
Okay. Okay, right. Our next correspondence is Veterans Day. NACO and the National Association of Counties Veterans Service Officers invite the nation's 3,069 counties, parishes, and boroughs to join in Operation Greenlight, excuse me, from November 4th through the 11th, 2024. And it's shining a green light. Okay, Veterans Day is the 11th.
Mhm.
I don't know how we'd shine a green light.
I don't know.
Hmm?
We would change our dome lights to be green.
Oh.
That'd be kind of fun. Huh? I don't know how difficult that is.
Okay, and the last correspondence is from Kelly Sullivan, Executive Director for Headwaters RC&D. And this is, Headwaters Region County Commissioners. The new MCRP program pays up to 30% of the purchase price of a house for qualified homeowners. In total, the 7 counties of Headwaters Region will be allocated more than 3 million, and there would be even more when considering other aspects of the implementation of House Bill 819. Okay, if the county does not opt into the program, their share is reallocated to those counties across the state which do opt in. And this is, we discussed this last week, remember, and that. So what this letter is she's inviting today to invite each of you to try and log in to presentations by the 2 CROs mentioned above. So Monday, October 28th, which is past. I guess. How does it work, Greg?
It's just one way we had to have matching funds. Yeah.
So we're not opting in. So ours will be allocated. I guess maybe we need to reach out to Kelly and see just how our share, because we're not opted in, will be distributed, or if there's anything we have to do.
Okay.
That's it for correspondence. Okay, it's 9:10. The next agenda item is public comment on matters within the commissioner's jurisdiction.
Elena.
Go ahead, Elena.
Thank you. Going back to the correspondence regarding the Green Light Veterans Day. It looks like there's a bunch of links where you can get more information on how to participate. So that would be a kind of good idea to look at the links and has all the information on that. And then the other thing that I want to comment on is I noticed that everything is, the agenda has a new name on it as far as the administrator. And is she there? Is she in attendance? Is she being part of this meeting since her name is on everything?
Yes, I'm here, Elena. This is Miranda.
Hi, Miranda.
Hi.
That's nice to, well, sort of kind of meet you. I didn't know when it was on the agenda that the decision was made formal to hire you, and I must have missed when you were welcomed to the county. And so, welcome. I look forward to meeting you.
Yeah, you too. Thank you.
Thank you.
Blanche, I just want to thank you for getting that radio station on top of the mountain. 90.1 KUFM.
I think it's up there.
Oh, yeah,
Oh,
2 months ago.
oh,
One day I was twisting the dial. Oh, my goodness.
do you want to state your name?
Pardon?
State your name, please. Are you here for public comment?
Rocco Pete Flame Fart.
Okay.
How do you,
All right.
Danny?
So what do you say? Put the dial and. What is it?
Oh,
It's just public radio, right?
Came on.
So this test with, our Rumsey Mountain Radio people, I think there probably isn't gonna be any disturbance with that radio station being up there, so hopefully we can keep it up. It sounds like people are listening. That's good.
First time we've been no documents.
I know, but I think, isn't that weird?
Yeah.
There's, I got nothing
Your
for
last
you,
day.
yeah. I know, I was trying to show her how to do it yesterday, I was like.
Just didn't hear that. And she was telling me that, I'm going. Now I figured it out.
Yeah.
There's something there.
So I'm trying to think, Miranda, what was your first day to join us?
The 8th.
The eighth,
I was at the meetings since 8.
okay, did we welcome you?
You did.
Okay, I thought we
You
did,
did.
so maybe. You wanna go listen to the recording on. The eighth,
We have another public comment from Elena.
go ahead, Elena.
Thank you. I was listening to you, Blanche, and did you say October 8th was Miranda's first day?
Yes.
Okay, because I'm looking at the minutes and there's no reference on the minutes at all. Just for the record, thank you.
I think my name's at the top of both of those.
Okay, we'll look at it.
So she didn't officially come in and she didn't until when, the
I was
23rd?
training.
Yeah, she was just sitting in on meetings and our official first day was the 23rd.
The first day, but she came in and sat
Yes, we'll look
with
at that.
Billy to kind of get a feel. Just during the commissioner's agenda item meeting,
We can add.
so she wasn't official. Granite County Commissioner's Office.
Oh, good morning. There's a live person there. Excuse me, my name's Norris from Amundsen. I'm living in Rutherford, Canada. Are you guys busy right now? If you're-
Well, we're in public comment right now. We've got about a couple minutes. If you have a comment you'd like to give us.
No, I'm trying to just get some information. I'm gonna be proposing Moonlight County, amending the county ordinance, concerning, nuisance dogs in Granite County. And so I'm just trying to, as a citizen, I'm just trying to get some information on how I can participate in that process and initiate it or whatever it might take. So, I can talk to you later. So,
Okay.
Well, if you, we do have
It renews in December.
a nuisance dog that's gonna be
Ordinance.
renewed in December.
So it'll be on your
So
December
it will be on the
agenda.
December agenda.
Yeah.
If you want more information, you can reach out to our county attorney,
okay.
Blaine Bradshaw. Do you have that
Okay, thank
number
you.
handy?
That would help me get the verbiage, yeah.
It's
I'm working on a project out here to expand that whole thing to include, nuisance hunting dogs, nuisance, guard dogs, that kind of thing. Some of them are in, being kept in human neighborhoods, and they're extremely loud. And, the police can't really do anything about it. So, I think we should address that. But anyway, I'll get a hold of Mr. Bradshaw and see what I can
Okay.
do
Do
with
you need
it.
that number?
I have the number.
Okay, all right, okay. And anyway, December, it'll be on the agenda
Thank you.
to see whether or not we're going to renew that. Okay,
Thank
you're
you.
welcome. Hey, it is 9:20 and our next agenda item is the weekly report with Rosenberg Superintendent Paul Alt. Paul Alt is not with us today. He's shorthanded and he can't make it in. He's running equipment.
I have nothing. All is good.
So everything's going as normal apparently, or he would have let us know. So,
It's a quiet day.
We've got about 10 minutes before our next agenda item.
When are
Go ahead and
recess?
take a recess.
Yeah, once they hold it.
Our next agenda item is the dam tenders report, Georgetown Lake outflow. And the lake is at 6427.85 feet, 19.8 inches below pool,
18 inches
19.8.
in game.
No, it stayed about the same.
So 6 is coming out, right?
So. Six
Those
is
might be
now
your
no
inflows,
longer a
right?
temporary modification, it's.
Sure.
they're
6, we can't do 6, we,
supposed to do 6 then,
oh,
Yeah.
unless you have a temporary modification, increase it. If it's staying, it's pretty steady.
Yeah.
so it'll stay 6 until,
If inflows increase again, then you guys could decide on that, but
oh,
it sounds like you wanna wait until you get some
yeah.
significant moisture.
Yeah, they're talking about being dry next week too. Well, I'll make a motion when we stay at 6.
Okay, I'll second it. Any public comment? All in favor? Aye. Motion carried and passed. It's like a super quiet day today.
Don't jinx it.
Okay,
That's I'm gonna mix man. On the Zoom.
so what are the inflows?
So I don't know what info, they've got to be right around 6 because you've been letting 6 out and the lake level has stayed essentially the same. We'll get a new report though from Todd Blythe because we're going into November, so we should get another look. All right, my email up there.
Billy, do we stamp these?
Yes.
How far down is Potentate down Rock Creek? It's Marletto's, you said, by
Do you remember what it's called?
okay.
Yeah. So
I could
it's
see
at
where there would
Stone's
be
5 Mile.
Other effects like potentially more students in your school. I mean, that could be an effect, and not just like bad negative effects, but could be.
Do they have a crew? Do they?
Oh yeah, I mean,
Must.
yeah. They have several operating lines in Montana. Yeah, so it's big. It's a big company. Mainly Sapphire, I think, for their website.
So in that instance. Would, because it's down Rock Creek, would it go to Drummond schools?
Well, it's upper Rock Creek. Yeah, it should be in
So if we-
Phillipsburg School District,
It would,
yeah.
would you distribute it to both school districts?
Well, there's 33 and third to elementary, 33 and third to high school.
So,
But you guys, I think, would have to make a finding that it's affecting, has an effect on the school district, so probably a agenda item for it.
we've got a email from Mako actually. And it's concerning Operation Greenlight for veterans. And you shine it from November 4th through the 11th. And you shine a green light.
Like a spotlight from the courthouse, or
I don't know, I said change the lights in the dome.
I don't know how easy it'd be changing lights.
yeah,
We need ones that can change colors and you guys can do stuff all
Mhm.
times of the year. Could do like red, white and blue, you could do red and
I think
green.
that's a good idea.
Do all sorts of fun stuff. You could do orange and black on Halloween. All the kids go up to the sheriff's office to trick or treat, they'll be all
Yeah.
spooky.
something to think about. And right now, they're just a white light in there.
I don't know if we'd have enough time by the 4th of November.
Well,
Home Depot
Veterans
has-
Day is the 11th, right?
Mhm.
Veterans Day is the 11th, or are they saying shine
Why
it to
don't
the
we do
4th?
it from November 4th to
Oh.
the 11th.
But you could
Get it on.
still get a plan together.
Throw someone, climb up on that dome and just cover those lights in green paper. Shine
Oh.
through.
Yeah,
I wonder if that
Yeah.
would work.
I don't know, it sounds a little dangerous.
Yeah.
You're gonna climb up there.
and LED green light would be.
It'd be cool to have.
Oh, it
these
has to be, it
too.
looks like a resolution.
Oh,
Yeah, you could do have it on next week.
So
Well-
Operation
Next week.
Greenlight.
Well,
because of that.
why would you need a resolution? I mean, you could just do it on your agenda. But I guess they're wanting to show support by resolution.
I don't know.
Maybe. They don't meet next week though, because it's election day,
Oh, that's right.
so not till the 12th,
we
which
don't?
would be after.
I
Yeah,
I don't think this is a significant public interest. I think you guys could do it today. If you wanted to.
By the time a resolution is ready to be over.
Too late next week. Well,
Yeah. I
it'll
think
be next week.
If you're gonna do anything, do the green light, but and just do it by motion today, but if don't think there's enough time.
Never mind.
Um. Yeah. Trying to think of something else easier, but I don't know.
a green little.
Okay.
lights and fingers.
Our next agenda item is board reappointments. Paul O'Leary Valley Fire District Board.
If I happen to remember.
Can we do it all at once?
Can we do it all at once?
One single motion?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, so we have Paul O'Leary Valley Fire District Board, Sam Dennis, Point Creek FSA, Charles Hoganson, GTL Volunteer Fire, Ron Wetch, Granite County Weed Board, Ron Wetch Valley Cemetery District Board. Is there a motion to reappoint?
Make a motion to reappoint all those people
Okay.
to the.
I will second it. Is there any public comment? Things none, all in favor? Aye. Motion carried and passed.
No one's up in the planning board.
Tom Rue is up in the planning board. I need to get.
So
his
Bill,
back.
you notify these people that they have been accepted,
Yes, we do.
reappointed?
Yep, we send them a letter.
Okay. Miranda, did you get that?
Let them know when their term's over.
Do you want the metal mining funds on the agenda to talk about it?
Well,
or-
I actually wanted to do some search.
Okay, all right,
Yeah,
okay,
so, she said she was gonna reach out to you.
okay. I'll talk about it. I think eventually need to be an
Yeah.
agenda item.
Yeah, I think it does need to be agenda.
It's,
Because we haven't been we've only been putting it in
yeah,
one fund because I don't think we knew
yeah.
what was going on, so.
Okay.
I think what about going forward? Going forward, money's in that fund,
You could distribute those if you decide.
so what money's in that fund, we would distribute
According to that
according
percentage,
to what's in the fund.
yeah, according to your guys' findings on,
Yeah.
if the mining affected
Yeah.
the school districts.
Yeah.
Okay,
And so I guess there's a total in there. Would we going forward, or would we just do what's in the fund that we've been receiving
yeah, the
from
total,
past years?
yeah, the total you have in that, and
Okay.
well, I guess you could. If you determine in past years there was no effect, then you don't have to, but yeah, so it depends on how broad your finding is on.
Yeah.
If the mining, when the mining is affected to school districts, I think those are the questions. Which,
So does that letter kind of state that we must?
it, this is the language, and it says, there you go.
And that was the letter that Ashley gave me. And so it
Yeah.
didn't come in.
The county commissioners are responsible for determining how the money should be distributed. However, there's some constraints. You're required to put at least 37.5% in Hard Rock Mine trust account. So that's
And that's what we
that- yeah.
have is the trust.
where you need to make a finding on is, deciding where the 33rd third goes to general planning functions or economic development or combination. And then whether there's an effect on the school districts for the other potential portion.
So this one, there's no effect on the school district. So do we have to put it in the school district?
Well, that's why I think you guys should have an agenda item to talk with the public about it and see if, if there's facts that have, like, the schools could have, the people are working for the mines and have kids here, there could be more in the school. I mean, I think it's also talking about health issues, but I don't know that there are, but I guess getting public comment on that. And probably letting the superintendent here know.
What?
When you have it on the agenda, we'd let the superintendent, school board know.
Yeah. Well, Ashley's gonna do more research on
Yeah.
it. Just see what we've gotten and Yeah, we have to define, so I guess. That puts another gem mining company. What's going on there when,
My assumption is that they're doing different type mining. The difference, that's all, but that needs,
yeah, it's state would actually.
yeah, stay
They'd be
regular.
on it, like,
They're permitting.
They
they
don't,
were,
they don't miss many opportunities to.
yeah.
That I've seen.
Yeah,
The one that is falling under the radar is VRBOs. I mean, those are. They're probably a plan in the works.
yeah, I'm sure. Get some money going to the state,
Yeah.
keep them coming. Well, this is, our next agenda item, we've got like 5 minutes. But it's a simple return of security deposit. I don't think,
So my understanding that there was the pipe issues there they dealt with, and so they felt like they should get their full deposit back, but did you
So
visit?
we went down and looked and it's clean down there. And yeah, there's a fridge because we replaced the fridge as the county. The old fridge is on the porch, so we need to work with the road crew to get that taken to solid waste. And then, but it's clean. There's electrical issues and plumbing issues. So we need to work to get somebody down there to get us an estimate on both those.
Yeah. I wouldn't have another renter in there until
Thanks.
that's
Yeah,
taken
they-
care of.
Yeah.
they've dealt with some real big issues on that house. And they've even improved it. I see no reason to give them back full deposit. I would recommend give it back to full deposit.
You know, plumbers wouldn't show up on this, but Dave Kessler, he volunteered, I mean, he was willing to do that, work on that plumbing.
I think you guys wanted the certified
Certified,
plumber.
yes.
Yeah, my opinion on that is, you know, there's no building codes in the county or whatever.
Well, you
A
have
whole
to,
lot of people
it's-
do a
yeah.
lot of their own plumbing,
no,
and what difference does it make? If
it
you
makes
have
a
to be certified.
difference. Makes a difference. You're doing a whole new plumbing thing. You're plumbing the whole thing.
A lot of people plumb their own house.
Yeah, but we're county government. And I think that if we're gonna do it, we need to do it correctly, and that means getting a certified plumber, in my opinion.
And I don't dispute on that. I just think that it went on for a while, so that's why I think my advice would be to give them their security deposit back.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
That house, they put lipstick on it. And what I mean by lipstick, but they just surfaced it and everything else was wrong with it. So I've been bulldozed. But now we have to fix those if we're gonna rent it
Yeah,
out.
they put siding into it
Yeah.
and flooring and, I mean, there's pictures and.
Yeah, I would say when we were in there, if you want to get real fancy, the bathtub in there and shower unit is pretty old and kind of,
Oh.
yeah, it's not. I mean, it's no fault of any tenant. It's just kind of not the greatest.
The value I see in it is like deputies coming in, not having a place to live, so it's a potential option for them, but I know you guys haven't set it aside for just county employees, but housing is a definite issue in the county.
But it needs to be,
Yeah, there's issues.
so apparently
And-
the light in the kitchen doesn't work, so they got a lamp in here.
Yeah. So, yeah, I'm gonna call for an electrician to come. I might ask the ones who've been doing work here.
And that could
Who's
just
their
be the
plumber?
fixture, right? Not, or did they say it was,
Remember there was a bunch of, it was on like Christmas Eve, remember they called or, I mean, I remember because they called me first, but it was like, there was issues with the plumbing, the water heater didn't work and there was no electricity on part of the house and somebody came in, I think Palmer came in and did a couple quick fixes on that to get him going for the holiday and then Dave came in and did
Fixed
some
the-
work.
water heater, so,
Yeah,
but the plumbing is gonna be the,
the spendy one.
yeah.
We don't have anything, so is there a motion on issuing the security deposit?
You know, make a motion to return the security deposit for the hall.
I'll second it. Is there any public comment? He's none, all in favor? Aye, motion carried and passed. We don't have anything on the agenda until 11 o'clock. And that is our first quarterly call, so we will take a recess until 11 o'clock.
Hmm.
Okay. We've got a couple minutes before our next agenda item at 11. With FERC quarterly call. So did you say Kareem is on?
Not yet.
Oh,
He's the only, we have Jeremiah and Jackie are both on though.
okay, I was going, I can't see him.
Not
That's because he's not on yet.
yet.
And just so you know, we have reached out to him a couple different times. We haven't heard back, so.
Oh, yeah, earlier today. So hopefully we're all good.
Okay, it is 11 a.m. Our next agenda item is the quarterly call with FERC. I don't see where FERC has gone on Zoom yet.
Use not.
Jeremiah, you want to just summarize what will be going on?
Yeah, I can. I'm not sure exactly what Kareem wants to talk about, quarterly report. But I guess just in summary of things we've been working on, as we had on the commission agenda last week, we've got, oh, I think there's Kareem right there. So I'll let him go through things.
Okay, great, thank you. Hi, Kareem.
It looks like you might be.
There we go.
There you go.
There we go. All right. Good morning, everybody.
Morning.
Just it's been about a month or so, or a little more than that, since we last talked. So again, I'm Kareem Bino from the Portland Regional Office of the FERC. I don't really have a lot of big items to talk about today per se. I did receive the email from Jeremiah last week with the notification that some submittals will be sent to us, sent to the FERC pretty shortly. Those hit my inbox probably about a half hour ago. So I haven't had a chance to look at any of those. So I don't have any comments on those yet. All I'm going to say is thank you for submitting all those plans and schedules. We do appreciate that. I will take a look at them over the next week or two. And if anything stands out immediately, I will get in contact with Jeremiah and the commission to let you know if there's anything I have a question on that I need kind of just a little bit of clarification on before we get into our official response process. So to let you know about that. I did see there was, I think it was 4 or 5 submittals came through this morning. Again, I haven't parsed through everything yet to really see what's what. But I'll take a look at that, like I said, over the next week or two. When I've got some time frees up a little bit more for me, and then I'll get back in contact with the commission and Jeremiah if I have any questions. That being said, the only other item I wanted to mention from my perspective is the inspection report. So the FY24 fiscal year 24 inspection report completed by FERC, where I was on site and met with commissioners, representatives from Great West. That report was issued via email probably about a month ago. So I just need to can you let me know if you got that? It'd be appreciated, just like a yes or no. Because I know with some emails, sometimes those don't go through. But that has been issued. It's posted to the FERC website. It is CEII, so hence we only send it. Tried to send it encrypted through email, but I might mess that up. But anyway, you should have it in your inbox. If you have not received it, please let me know.
It was received, and one of the documents submitted was corrective plan and schedule and some of those items that were identified in that report. So that's one of the e-filing submittals.
Okay, I appreciate that. Thank you. All right, so then I'll go through, take a look at those, and then provide some feedback and comments on those. Hopefully in about a month or so. We'll see. Things are getting a little tight. We're getting a little tight here at the moment. Getting close to the end of the year, so but we'll try to make an effort. I'll do my best to make an effort to review those and let you know if I have any immediate questions or questions on any of the submittals. Okay. I know Billy Ann contacted me, mentioned that she's leaving the commission, and that you're going to have a new assistant to the commissioners. So I went back and looked. I found the most recent contact form. Billy Ann is listed as a secondary contact on the contact form. So you will need. We do ask that you please, if there's going to be well, I guess two things. One, since she's no longer part of the commission, that you will need to submit a new, a revised contact form, listing a primary and secondary. We only really need the primary, but because Billy Ann is on there as a secondary, it'd be good to kind of send us an updated one for the new person who's taking that position. So if you can do that, that'd be great.
I did. They the county did prepare that, Kareem, and I did e-file that. Do you want it just to email as well, or the e-filing is fine?
The e-filing is fine. So if it's e-filed, I will see it eventually. I hope. If I don't see it in the next couple of days, I'll reach out and let you guys know.
Yeah,
usually,
it's got the same primary contact, Blanche, but then it updates Billy Ann with Miranda's contact info.
okay, perfect. All right, great. And I look forward to meeting a new person next time I'm out there next year. I think I was mentioning during our inspection, and I'm looking for something because I don't know, I forget. Let's see. Bear with me for a moment here. I believe I started to talk about the next Part 12 inspection. And so as just a general reminder, that's going to come up pretty fast. I think yours is due 2027, I believe. Yeah, I have it listed as January of 2027 when the next report's due. That's going to be a comprehensive assessment, what we're calling a CA within the commission. The CAs are more involved than they were previously for Part 12 inspections. They do take a little bit more time to prepare for, and this is what I kind of was alluding to in previous conversations. I'm going to keep bringing it up because we want to make sure we're communicating to our licensees fairly early about this process, because it can be quite because it is a little bit more involved than it was previously. Everything is laid out in the guidelines, Chapter 16 of the engineering guidelines. It's all on the public website. If you need more information in writing from the commission, from the regional engineer, please let me know. We can definitely put something out to you a little bit ahead of time, kind of like it's a general reminder. The official reminder letter should be coming out, if my math is right, in about a month. So you're going to be seeing a reminder letter for the 2027 Part 12 inspection come out probably sometime in December of this year. Although it's not due until 2027, what the headquarters has decided to have us all do is to issue those letters even earlier than before. So we're issuing them, I think it's like 8 or 9 months earlier than we normally would issue those letters, just to make sure licensees are getting a little bit more of a lead time to prepare for the inspections, and the reporting process. Again, everything that you need to understand and know is in the Chapter 16 of the engineering guidelines. Jeremiah, Ms. Blanche, if you need me to send you more information, don't hesitate to ask. I'll do whatever I can to give you some heads up ahead of time.
The only thing I have is, does FERC have a list of qualified consultants to perform those comprehensive assessments, or some sort of database? Because we've typically had J. Tom McDowell. Unfortunately, Jay has passed away, and I know prior to that we did have a challenging time trying to find somebody that was qualified to be able to perform even the regular Part 12Ds, not this more comprehensive assessment.
So it's a great question. We do maintain a list of individuals who have been approved previously for Part 12 inspections. That is on I believe that's still posted on the FERC website. Jeremiah, I can send you a link to that. I'll have to look for it myself. I know it's up there somewhere. It used to be up there. And so that's kind of a general list of those individuals who have been approved previously. It doesn't mean they will be approved again, but it does mean that they had demonstrated enough qualifications under the previous process, and that they most likely will be qualified to do a CA going forward. The CA does require, again, a little bit more time and effort. So not all previous Part 12 inspectors may qualify immediately, but they can demonstrate, like they can provide information to demonstrate that they're qualified to do the CA. So it's a little bit more of an headquarters is taking a little bit more of a diligent look at resumes and qualifications than they did in the past. So even though you qualified before, it doesn't necessarily automatically qualify you again for the future. There's a whole process of submitting a consultant's resumes for approval, kind of like we did in the old process, but it's a little bit more involved. So something to keep in mind. But what I will do after this call, I'll go try to find it and I'll email it to you, Jeremiah. I'll CC the commissioners on that. Ms. Blanchard, CC you also on that also, so you can see where it is on the website.
Perfect. Thanks.
Yeah, no problem. But that is a challenge. I'm not gonna.
Question.
Yes.
You say the 2027 and is the comprehensive assessment is due in 2027. Is that what, due January 1? Or is there a time frame within that year when that assessment is due?
Okay, that's a great question. Right now we have it listed as due January 1st, 2027. Yeah, so we track them as when the last one was completed, when was we commented on it, and we kind of keep our spreadsheet. And so we have it as right now it's January 1st, 2027, which means the inspection should happen
Right.
pretty much far in advance, as far in advance as possible. So whether that be the end of 2025 or beginning 2026, it's really up to how you want to handle it as the licensee. And how quickly you can put a team together. But yes, right now it's January 1st, 2027 is the due date of the report.
Gotcha.
Yeah, and that's why that reminder letter is going to come out pretty soon. Again, I think HQ headquarters realized that licensees were looking for a little bit more lead time, a little bit more notification, because again, some of these Part 12s under the new regs are a little bit more involved than they were before. A little bit. Just a little bit.
Yeah, a little.
Just a little. Yeah. Just a little. Yeah. But again, if you have questions about anything, please don't hesitate to reach out to myself or the regional engineer. We'll do our best to address your questions in a timely manner. Okay. I have nothing else at the moment. We're getting towards the end of the year. I'm going to take a look at these submittals. So thank you for those again. I appreciate that. I'll let you know if I have any follow-up questions on anything, and I'll get back to the commissioners and Jeremiah.
Okay.
Any questions for me?
Dad.
Kareem, I think what you'll find in our corrective plan and schedule are all of our e-filings today. We should have addressed all of the letter correspondence. So we have a corrective plan and schedule for the 2023 DSSMR, for the EAP updates, ODSP updates, and then the inspection report findings as well. So hopefully, I guess reach out if you have any questions or concerns with that, and we'll continue tracking that. The one item I did have, I guess I want to discuss a little bit further with the commissioners. Because that Part 12 comprehensive assessment is due the end of 26. We probably want to start looking for a consultant this next spring, ideally, so we can do that field work in the late summer, fall of 25. And then we have some time to get that report pulled together and everything needed for that prior to the deliverable. So I would say mid-year 26, we shoot for a deliverable, which means we need to inspect it in 25. And we can chat a bit more about that process at another time.
Yep. Well, I guess the other thing to keep in mind with because this is currently listed as a comprehensive assessment, is it will require a level 2 risk assessment and a part 12 a PFMA, potential failure mode analysis, as part of the CA process. So those can be quite involved. So it's important, yeah, the sooner you can, the sooner we let you know that this is what we're looking for, the sooner it allows the licensees yourselves to prepare for that, because those are, again, a little more time consuming than the previous process. And again, everything's in Chapter 16, but we're happy to discuss that. If you want to do an annual meeting, I guess this is a good point to talk about that. If you want to do an annual meeting with the regional engineer next year, I would suspect Doug is open to that. So if that's something that the commissioners are interested in doing, and that's a great opportunity to have a discussion with the regional engineer about the CA process that we're going to be asking for this particular project. That'd be a good time to do that. So if that's something you're interested in, please let us know. We can definitely work to figure out something to have one of those. I think we did that a couple years ago. We were there in person. I think that was a good introduction for myself. Kind of a refresher for Doug also. But if you would like to do that, that'd be great.
Yeah, I think that would be great. So we would potentially push that inspection to maybe later in the year, August, September timeframe.
So just as an annual meeting is just the meeting with the regional engineer, so that can happen whenever. Okay. Just a discussion, so it can be either over Zoom or Teams or in person. It depends on how Doug would like to do that, or what his schedule looks like. But the inspections for the actual CA, it's whenever you want to do it. Preferably when there's no snow on the ground. That's preferred. That's the ideal situation. But whenever you would like to do it, whenever it fits into the schedule for the county, then what I can do is then adjust my inspection to coincide with that, if it happens in 2025 or in 2026. So whenever the county feels like it's ready to do that, if it happens in September or August of next year, or even early or October, that works. I can always adjust to be out there for that. So we'll work with the county as much as we can, or commission or licensee as much as we can, to accommodate the inspection.
Okay.
And the last thing I wanted to kind of just briefly mention, the regional engineer is retiring. It's fairly official, so it's something to keep in mind. So we might have a new one in 2025. That's looking more and more like that's going to happen. So just keep that in mind. So we might have a new regional engineer sometime in 2025. Not official, but just so you're aware that is a general possibility based on conversations that we've been having internally and externally. It's a conversation that a lot of our licensees are aware of. So just be aware that that's coming up pretty quick for us. And I think Doug mentioned that before also, that he was going to retire pretty soon, and so that's becoming more and more possibility fairly soon. So just want to give you a heads up on that one, that we might have a new person taking over in the region in 2025.
So Kareem, how does that annual meeting work? Do you set it up with the commission, or is it on a specific?
So what normally happens is Doug will ask the project engineers, like I apologize. The regional engineer will normally ask the project engineers like myself and others, hey, who should we do annual meetings with this year? And so for newer projects, since our newer project engineers, we tend to attend those. And for projects that are having CAs in the coming year, it's been more likely that Doug will have an annual meeting with those licensees also. So if it's something that you're interested in, just email us, say, hey, we'd like to do an annual meeting with the regional engineer. And then we can just set something up for first quarter of 2025. Usually that's when they happen. Usually it's like, I think there's a lull in February and March where Doug tries to do a lot of those annual meetings. Yeah, just before our inspection seasons, when he tends to, historically 2 years I've been here, he's tended to do those annual meetings. So it's usually February or March, end of January, depending on the licensee and where they're located. So we try to make it out to you or do it over Teams. We can figure something out.
So,
Yeah, but I'm going to see him tomorrow, so I'll let him know that that's something the commissioners are interested in for 2025, and just float that to him and let him know, so we can see if we can just get it on the calendar. See if we can get it on the calendar sooner rather than later, if possible. Okay. Anything else? Any other questions, comments?
Kareem, this is Jackie. I do have one question.
Okay.
On that public safety plan, was that due at the beginning of January of 25?
I think it's 26.
26?
I think it's 26. They're every 10 years, right? And the last one's 2016.
Yeah, so yes. Jackie, Billy Ann, yeah, every
Okay.
10 years they're due. We ask for update every 10 years. The last accepted one, I don't have it in front of me. I apologize. I should have had it in front of me. The last accepted one was in 2016. Then the next one is due in 2016 at the same month of the last accepted one. So
Okay. All right.
So it'll be 2016, be 2026, ideally.
All right. Perfect. Thank you.
You're welcome. Anything else?
okay, I guess, do we ask for public comment or?
Yeah, if he needs to leave, you could just do it with the
Corinne,
commission.
are you, if anybody has a public comment, would you like to ask Kareem a question? Go ahead, Elena.
Thank you. Hi, Corinne. How you doing?
I'm doing well. How you doing, Ms. Gagliano?
Oh, we could be first name basis. All right, I have a question. All the information, the reports and the FERC reports and requests and everything, to the public, is it the only place that we can see this is the e-filings at the FERC webpage, or shouldn't there be something here on the Granite County website where we have this information?
So, as the FERC, we only post things to our we only e-file things to our website. That's all where we are responsible for in terms of just notification to the general public. So anything that we issue, whether it be public information or whether it be CEII, will all be available on the our website as anything that we issue to the commissioners or to the licensee. So that's where you can find that information. In terms of how Granite County does it, it's completely up to them how they want to handle their posting of information. We don't have we don't tell licensees how to do that. It's really up to them in terms of how they want to manage information. But everything that it gets issued through us, from us as commissioner, as the FERC commission, will be posted to our website and it's publicly available.
Thank you.
E-library. Yes, you're welcome.
I'm sorry. Thank you. Just for clarification. So going back to the county website, the emails that go back and forth, the correspondence, where do we find that? On the county website. There's no to-go-to place for it. Is there?
Blaine, do you have a comment on that?
We could put a link on there. I'm not sure what she's talking about. Emails. I mean, the filings are on the through FERC, so we could put a link to FERC's filings on the county website.
Yeah, I think anytime we get A letter notification from FERC. It's in the commissioner's correspondence that day, or that whatever meeting is coming up. But I think most of our other stuff, we will e-file, and then whatever is available publicly is available on that FERC website, because I know not all documents are public. So we just play it safe by going through
Yeah.
FERC.
I think the link on the county website would take care of that.
We can do that.
Because we have a contractor, Great West, and apparently he's in contact with FERC, and I don't see any contacts with the commissioners. Where are those? It's like hit and miss. And I can see that from the commissioners, not knowing who's on first, who's on second, what date is this done, and what has this been done? I mean, it's just a lot of confusion. And it would be better public information if there was something where everything was together and we knew who was doing what and when. Thank you.
Okay. So I'll close that by just saying official correspondence from the commission, from us as FERC, will always be posted to the FERC website and available through eLibrary. We try to keep all of correspondence through eLibrary as much as possible. Hence the reason, like I normally will say to a lot of our licensees, even if they send me something through some other channel, I always ask them to e-file it so that it becomes part of the public record and available for the public to view. That's how we normally handle it. Again, every other licensees have it's to their discretion how they want to post other information. So I'll leave it at that.
Okay, any other public comment or question for Kareem? Things none, I guess, Kareem, that's it for our quarterly call from FERC.
Yes, again, as always, I really appreciate having these conversations. It helps me kind of keep up to date on what's going on with the project, and to develop a communication relationship with the county and licensee. So these are great for me, and I do appreciate these. I'd like to continue it into 2025 if we can. So what I'll do is we will contact about continuing these. I'll send something out to to Ms. Blanche. I'll send something to you, asking to continue these in 2025, and then we can add me to the agenda for the next couple of meetings. The next quarter meeting, whatever that's going to be. We'll come up with some dates.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, thank you, and everybody have a great holiday. If I don't talk to you again for a while, and
Okay.
We'll see you.
Okay. Thanks.
Thanks, everyone.
Thanks.
Bye. Yeah.
Appreciate it.
All righty. Okay, that was our last agenda item, and we are now adjourned.
So then we'll hit end.